There's one job on this planet that I think every young person should work before they turn maybe 25. There's one job that I think would change the way you look at life, look at what you want to do in life, and make you a better person, I'll say, for the most part. But yeah, just one job. And it's probably not what you guys think it is. So I'm gonna break it down for you guys and explain why my reasoning is, So let's get into this. Before I start this video, you're probably like, who the hell is this guy? Well, my name is James. I'm a life coach. Second, first, I work in the hospitals, but I don't really want to disclose what I do right now. But yeah, eventually when I get more subscribers and shit, I'm gonna tell you guys. But obviously, yeah, I'm a life coach. I like to help people. I like to motivate people. I like to just understand why people do stuff. So that's how I'm in this field. You guys already know. That's why I even help people in the hospital, right? Like I feel like it goes hand in hand, right? So it's my personality. It's what I was born with. It's my gifts. But yeah, let's get into this. Subscribe. So like I was saying in the intro, I feel like there's one job that I believe it makes you stronger willed as a person. It makes you look at life differently. And I've worked this job. All my friends have worked this job, and they all say the same shit. So no, it's not construction. It is working in a warehouse. If you guys know, you guys know. And this is no like shade to anyone that works in a warehouse. Shit, I worked in a warehouse. I'm pretty sure, like I said, everybody has worked in a warehouse at least once in their life. And this is where I really get this perspective from. Because once you go there, especially at a young age, you're like, I never want to do this. I never want to work this job. This is miserable. This is depressing. You have a 60-year-old man, 50-year-old man over here working 12-hour shifts, slaving to feed the family, feed the kids, and kudos to them. These guys are the hardest working people, one of the best people that I know in their lives, in my life. But you're like, yo, this is life. You're in this crammed warehouse with men of all ages, all backgrounds. A lot of times it's like immigrant people because that's the only job they could kind of get, right? But you're like, it changes your mindset that you can't do this for long. You can't be in this situation for long, guys. You can't let yourself be in this situation. It makes me emotional talking about this because I remember when I used to work there for maybe 2 or 3 months when I couldn't get a job after college. I worked in this like plastics warehouse where I was like melting plastic. There was chemical fumes coming out my nose. I was lifting big ass boxes on my back all day just to get $15, $14. And I remember there was one moment that really, really like stuck with me until now. It was 12 o'clock for lunch and a bell rang. This was my first shift. A bell rang like it was a classroom. It was like I couldn't believe it. It was like a rat race. The bell rang, everybody dropped the tools, everybody dropped everything. They got in a single file line to get lunch. Everybody was running down the hallway to get lunch. Exactly at 12. I was like, it was my first shift. I had my goggles. I'm like, what's going on? Everybody, where's everybody going? Like, what is this feeling? Like, I felt anxious. I felt bad. I'm like, I can't do this. It felt like I was in a rat race. Guys, bro, the feeling that I had in that moment, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And literally 12:30 or maybe 12:45 when we finished lunch, another bell rang. We're able to finish lunch and go back. I'm like, yo, it felt like I was in school again. I could never. For that 3 months, I suffered. Not gonna hold you. I suffered. I obviously held through because I needed money, right? And I feel like what really hit me is that I had the option to quit. I'm only here because I'm trying to look for another job, but I don't like being broke. So I just want to get a little bit of money in the time being. I don't want to be staying at home doing nothing. As a man, like I gotta make some money for me. But some people here, that's their way of life. They gotta provide for their kids, for their daughters, for their sons, for their wives. Doing this every day. Oh, you're that. that does something to me, bro. Like when I see, and these guys are probably one of the nicest people that you know. When you talk to them, they're funny, but like you could tell they're kind of depressed, and it just hurts, man. It hurts. So being there at a young age, you just make a mental note to never, don't ever. You love these guys, but don't ever be in a situation where this has to be your livelihood. You know. And like I said, if you work this job right now and you're watching this video, kudos to you, man. You're one of the strongest world people. You're strong, strong. But as a young guy, once you see this, guys, that's when you gotta get your grind up. You gotta like you switch up your mind. You're like, I can't do this. I can't. I physically can't. Mentally can't. You could physically do it, but mentally you can't. And all my friends say this. I know a friend that's been working there for 2 years, and he said he's gone through depression. He doesn't think the same way anymore. He just like goes through life. He smokes all day. I'm like, bro. But right now he's doing good now. He's in college. He's trying to fix up. He's 28 and he's in college trying to fix up his life, which I love. I love to see. I love to see it, guys. It's never too late. It's never too late, guys. So, and the thing is, it's not necessarily a hard job to do, but I think it's just the mindset of it. I remember you will finish your job early because you did such a good job. And how did they reward you? They give you more work. Because in the warehouse, you never finish. You never finish. So it builds the mindset. Let me chill. Let me not finish my job. Let me just work at a normal pace and get through the day. Bad mindset builds very bad habits. In my job, I try to see as much pictures as I can. Boom, bap, and I'm done. You know, a lot of other jobs you're trying to work efficiently and fast. But this job, it builds your character to be, I don't want to work fast. I don't want to do this good. Because if I do good, they're going to reward me with more work. The management sucks. Your supervisor sucks. Like everything sucks. You know. The only rewarding thing in a warehouse is how easy you get the job. You could get that job the next day once you apply, and the people that work there. Sometimes those guys are jackasses too. You know. So yeah, man. So yeah, warehouse number one. I feel like everybody needs to work this job at least once in their life. It could be a week, a couple of days, a year. It kills me saying like a year if you have to, but yeah, you just gotta do it one time, just to get that grind in you to not, not to stay down here for too long. You know, you can't stay down here. So yeah, working in a warehouse. Hope you guys love this video, short one. It's just on my mind. I was talking about it with my friends. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Love you guys.